dreaming. 'Cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming. 'Cause now that I'm woke, everything that I see ain't what it seeming. I guess I've been dreaming. 'Cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming.
Peace and love to all the guys and gals. This is the high vibrating species on the planet. What it is, what it do, good people. How are we living in there? Oh, there we go. What up, good people? What's happening? What's happening? Peace and love to you, academics. Peace and love to you. Y'all come on in, have a seat with me. Have a seat, have a seat, have a seat, have a seat. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? We on a battle with the shadows. Get your ace in the back. You know what I'm saying? We ain't dealing with you. And yeah. I hope everybody good, man, because I am. We are back with another SCP-3994. Normal human people. Yeah, okay, we gonna see how normal these people are, because there's a lot to this is like, man, this is definitely a can of worms. Some like information, just it's a lot to unpack. There it is. That's the words I think. That's the words I was looking for. It's a lot to unpack when we're talking about human, normal, and people. Okay. One, everybody's not human. That's one. You know what I'm saying? This avatar thing that's supposedly been going around. You know what I'm saying? It's not new. It's something that's been. It's just information is being. I guess people are privy to such information. But I mean, the information has been given to you throughout. You know what I'm saying? Decades, movies, TV shows, anime, for the anime especially. You know what I'm saying? That depicts so much more going on, and you gotta wonder, you know what I'm saying, like where does it all come from? And yes, it's actually spun from something that's actually real. You know what I mean? I don't really know what to say, what they're gonna say about this, especially when we're dealing with the SCP universe and dealing with, you know what I'm saying, the Volgun here. I don't know what we're gonna get, but I do know we got some numerology. That's the number 7. When you add it all up right there. Yes, if you're new, we do bring the numerology. And disclaimer, you know what I'm saying, for those that just seem to be just you know what, I'm not even gonna get on your ace, Mr. Dude, reindeer dude, just pack like we wolves over here. We don't, so I ain't even gonna get on your ace because they ain't even worth it. You know what I mean? I guess you missed our disclaimer over here at Academy 7. So I'm just gonna vibe high about the situation. I could go there with you, but I'm not. You know what I mean? And I don't even know what happened to your comment. It got deleted, but I received an email about it. So obviously you said something you haven't been saying, and I don't know why. You know what I mean? But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I am entitled to my opinion. Okay? This is Academy 7, and we do not, you know what I'm saying, encourage anybody to believe anything that we do here or that we view over here. You know what I mean? It's our perspective, what we see, what we think, what we feel, if there's any feelings involved. Sometimes it gets a little personal, sometimes it doesn't. But we don't ask anybody to believe anything. We do ask that you do your own due diligence. If you know such things, then that's cool, that's fine. But, you know what I'm saying, we don't have to do all the extra stuff. All right? And do your own research. Come to your own conclusion. The academics will tell you that. That's what that's, you know what I'm saying, like the mission statement, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're here to handle business. Do what Great Mother sent us here to do. Feathers up. You know what I'm saying? Handle business. Give our perspective. Bring things out. Now we've incorporated a little bit of true science, numerology. And we've had a lot of, great findings with numerology. So I'm not mad. I actually laughed. It was funny to me. You know what I'm saying? It was funny to staff. We all laughed about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's our perspective, bro. It's our perspective. It's just reaction. It's just a reaction, all right? So we ain't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Vibe high, family. We vibing high out here. You know what I'm saying? The Academates continue to vibe high. You know what I'm saying? We're going to stay in the green. We're going to see what these normal human people about. They are Keeler, of course, or Keter, or however you want to, you know what I'm saying, pronounce the other word. But we do have that numerology, and that's the number 7. You know what I'm saying? And we are the 7. You know how we rock over here. You know what I'm saying? Masculine in energy, of course. Masculine over here in energy. Neptune, we got the Cancer in the 5th house. You know what I'm saying? For the positive, we have knowledgeable, intuitive, travel, loves of travel. You know what I'm saying? Refined, perfectionist, a psychic, independent, discriminating in a good way, thorough, profound, religious. I don't really deal with religion like that. Inspired, analytical, probing, secretive, researching, seeker of truth, a philosophical content. I almost said content. Wise, spiritual, studious, introspective, and peaceful. Okay? So we're trying to keep the peace. Okay, Mr. Comet, the reindeer? The peace. Keep the peace, sir. The peace. That's what's going to get you out of here. The vibing of the high. You know what I'm saying? All that low vibratory energy that you're trying to bring my way, dude. You seen these before? For your evil eye. You know what I'm saying? So chill out. Anyway, negatives: sarcastic, drifter, recluse, a hermit, skeptical, crafty, cunning, deceitful. And we're not here to do any of the sort. Flip side: withdrawn, fault finding, too demanding, no depth, schemer, faithless, and too critical. And no, we are not trying to do any of the sort. If we and even if we find ourselves doing some of the negatives, of course, self will get on to me. You know what I mean? And again, you do not have to take everything that I say for face value. Do your own research, even into numerology, etymology. That's a good one. Get into etymology, the meaning of words, the origin of words, where they come from, the energies that they actually hold. That'll do you a great service. You know what I mean? So anyways, occupations, we have researcher, analyst, astrologer, astronomer, scientist, religious, leaders, navigators, accountants, healers, writers, magicians, numerologists, surgeons, computer expert, librarians, editors, engineers, teachers, culture experts, marine biologists, and technicians. All right, a couple tidbits over here. Rulership over the number 7 is the rulership over movie industry, fishing and shipping, pharmaceutical, undersea and space explorations, gardens, culture events, woods, forests, oil fields, lakes, streams, all houses of worship, science and research projects or conventions, psychic or occult fairs. The tarot for that, if you're into such a thing, is the Chariot, and it represents the personality in a state of struggle, eventually triumphing. Repeat cycles of struggle to grow and change. Unbalanced emotions. All right. So I think the last time I brought the 7, I believe, was on the 31st. You know what I'm saying? On Halloween. Yeah. I dropped some real gems about the Chariot card right there. You know what I'm saying? So check that video out. You know what I'm saying? And get my perspective about, you know what I'm saying, the repeated struggle to grow and change. You know what I'm saying? It's a state of struggle, eventually triumphing. I kind of break that card down a little bit for y'all. So check that video out. It's a couple down there. Yeah. But anyways, so Academates, I hope you got what you need, because I do. Without further ado, that is the numerology for the crew. We're going to get to what it is that we do. And again, it's our perspective, buddy. Okay. Bye-bye. Stay in the green. Let's get her busing. See what they got to say. See who lying today.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr.
Not
Miller,
attractive, I know that.
and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-3994.
Let's do it.
Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-3994 is currently being held on site at Site-92. The doors to SCP-3994's containment chambers must be pressurized as to prevent instances from maneuvering through gaps between the door and its frame. Instances are to be separated by category into their respective containment chambers in groups no more than 15 per chamber. Should the number of instances in any given category exceed 800, termination of up to 500 instances may be permitted. Termination of an instance of SCP-3994 requires 87% of its mass to be completely destroyed, whether by incineration of 800 degrees Celsius, dissolution by an acid of 1.1 pH or less, or a detonation of 415 megajoules of trinitrotoluene. Recategorization of instances should occur bi-monthly. Foundation web crawlers must consistently monitor upcoming meteor showers and databases of medical facilities in order to track uncontained instances of SCP-3994. Mobile Task Force Theta-991, Human Beings, is deployed wherever reports of SCP-3994 surface, and instances of SCP-3994 must be apprehended under the guise of relocation to a private medical facility. SCP-3994 is to be provided a maximum of 3 times daily with Foundation-generated or heavily altered media. See Addendum 3. All media is to be centered around human activity and regarded as acceptable behavior for humans, regardless of the nature of the content. Incoming information from outside instances or sources must be immediately substituted with aforementioned media. All personnel who interact with any aspect of SCP-3994 or files regarding it must undergo a blood test prior to entering and exiting the containment chamber as to prevent allowing the incorrect personnel from exiting. Description: SCP-3994 is the collective designation for a cluster of extraterrestrial entities, currently consisting of SCP-3994-A1 through SCP-3994-C. Instances of SCP-3994 have been grouped into categories A, B, or C based upon degree of shell decay, with A having no signs of shell decay, B having any amount of shell decay but with a retained shell, and C lacking any shell. SCP-3994 develops and inhabits outer skins, henceforth referred to as shells, that resemble human beings. SCP-3994 will favor mimicking the appearance of a pre-existing individual in its immediate vicinity if it lacks a shell. If no human is present, shell formation will occur regardless. These shells are assumed to act as disguises to hide the inner form of SCP-3994, but often fail to perform as intended. 68.
Hey man, real talk. Hey, don't it look like a created character before you get started on him though? You know what I mean? Like just like on any video game where you can create a character, don't he just look like one of those type? You know what I'm saying? Am I tweaking?
8% of attempts by SCP-3994 to form humanoid shells have resulted in various deformities, including but not limited to twisted appendages, severe malformation resembling elephantitis, disproportionate skeletal structure, and the interior composition of SCP-3994 is of an unknown viscous substance. Without a shell, the bodies of SCP-3994 lack any confined form or structure and may have a height upwards of 560 centimeters. In this state, SCP-3994 maneuvers by dragging itself across a surface using any number of its limbs. 38% of conversations held between Foundation personnel and instances of SCP-3994 have shown that SCP-3994 will actively copy the speech patterns, dialects, and languages of those whom they are exposed to. However, SCP-3994 demonstrates a great deal of difficulty in stringing together grammar and syntax and has displayed symptoms in line with those of speech and communication disorders, notably cluttering and apraxia of speech. Instances under Foundation custody have shown to be adapting rapidly to match the language proficiency of personnel. Countermeasures have been implemented to combat this. See Addendum 3. Discovery. Initial discovery of SCP-3994 occurred after news stations in Bolivia, Germany, and Madagascar reported dozens of wild animals having been shred to pieces with pulpy viscous innards of a solid uniform color. Samples taken from deceased instances proved to be extraterrestrial with no known relatives living on Earth. Several days prior to the initial discovery, all three cities had experienced a minor meteor shower. Meteorites retrieved near recovery locations have tested positive for DNA samples of SCP-3994, implying that SCP-3994 has been utilizing meteorites as a method of travel from their location of origin. Addendum 1. On January 6th, 3 of the total B category instances of SCP-3994 progressed into a complete state of shell decay, hereby recognized as C category. Crevices in B category shells with protruding limbs, spines, and other appendages gave way to the full interior body of those SCP-3994 instances, effectively dissolving the shell. Testing suggests that shell decay is a natural process with signs beginning 1 to 4 months after the shell is initially formed and dissolving entirely within 1 year. The process of shell formation takes a maximum of 3 days, and there is no known way to inhibit this process. Interview Log 01. Interviewed: SCP-3994-A7. Interviewer: Dr. Kaufman. Forward. SCP-3994-A7 was recovered from Ireland 3 days prior to the interview. SCP-3994-A7 was recorded to have been initially disregarded as an intoxicated townsperson until it was seen to have snapped its elbows back in half and kept going about its business. Once it was administered medical treatment, hospital staff discovered that SCP-3994
Whoa. Imagine that, you know what I'm talking about? You at there about your boy, they do. Oh man, I would, but I'd lose it. I probably lose it, man. I'd lose it. That man. Okay. Anyways, I'm thinking, but I ain't gonna jump to any conclusions yet. I'm just thinking. You know what I mean? The area is what's intriguing me the most. You know what I'm saying? Just the ones that they called out, just for the most part. That's what's intriguing me the most. But we working. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. There we go.
94A7 lacked any human bodily fluids, and the Foundation was subsequently involved. Playing log now.
Good morning, SCP-3994-A7. Morning, sick. Sickening. Do you find something sickening? It's an understandably standing rotten day. What's making it rotten? No breakfast in time for breakfast. Eating as a man must eat, you know. Are you hungry? Hungry. And you? What was breakfast for yourself? I had waffles, I believe. Waffles, I believe. Oh, I am dear waffles, I believe. They are, how do you say, hungry for breakfast. Do you know what a waffle is, A7?
SCP-3994-A7 pauses briefly. It gazes distantly, then clears its throat. The following lines from SCP-3994-A7 contained several words of Argentinian Spanish, which have been translated into English.
A waffle, I believe, is a bread pastry often eaten with an happy thing they wrote our syrup for breakfast. Humans, us, we enjoy them. Popular here in Argentina. A7, We are nowhere near Argentina.
Closing statement. Dr. Kaufman's interview with SCP-3994-A7 has led to the discovery of telepathic communications existing between instances of SCP-3994. Further research is being conducted in order to understand the limits and capabilities of this. Addendum 02. Following Interview Log 13, SCP-3994 is confirmed to develop language proficiency, cultural understanding, acceptable social behavior, and other essential components of human interaction, not only by interacting with humans directly, but also by communicating information between one another in a hive mind complex. Dampening this development by teaching SCP-3994 false information about humanity is necessary to uncover instances of SCP-3994 embedded in human society. Amnestics do not function as intended due to the composition of SCP-3994. Incident Log 4. On August 12, 2014, a security breach was attempted by SCP-3994-A7, A24, A33, B3, B78, C16, and C27. C16 and C27 provided aid to the breach by pressing themselves between the crevices of the containment chamber door and the door frame to forcibly unhinge the door. They then functioned as a distraction by blocking off guards from accessing one side of the hallway leading to SCP-3994's containment chamber. Guards were unable to destroy enough of C16 and C27's mass in order to surpass them into the hallway. Remaining instances of SCP-3994 had formed shells resembling on-site staff and security prior to the incident. Both B-category instances were able to conceal any protruding appendages by wrapping them in shreds of cloth taken from each other's uniforms. The group of A-category instances acted in the roles of personnel escorting wounded researchers to the medical bay. The security breach lasted a total of 23 minutes before all violating instances of SCP-3994 were terminated via heavy artillery fire. Addendum 3. On May 9th, extensive countermeasures were implemented to prevent absolute blending of undiscovered instances of SCP-3994 into human societies. This includes all recreational activities relating to forms of media used to convey information, such as films and books, must have scrambled text or speech. No non-fiction media may be introduced to SCP-3994 under any circumstances. No information regarding the personal lives of personnel may be mentioned under any circumstances. Incident Log 9. On September 16th, a breach was attempted by 14 A-category instances, 37 B-category instances, and 6 C-category instances. Dr. Kaufman and 4 accompanying security guards approached SCP-3994's containment chamber, which caused the aforementioned instances to swarm around the door. It should be noted that this behavior is abnormal for SCP-3994. Dr. Kaufman opened the door, and 4 security guards were promptly trampled by the offending instances. However, all instances were around Dr. Kaufman, who headed in the opposite direction from the group until he was subsequently apprehended 11 minutes after the breach. The instances managed to reach the center of Site-92 before all were successfully terminated via a contained flood of 20,000 gallons of battery-grade sulfuric acid. Interview Log 7. Interviewed, Dr. Kaufman. Interviewer.
But I promise you, boy, the interview logs are set. The set logs, they
Forward.
Right.
The following interview occurred immediately after Incident Log 9, September 16th. At the time of recording, Dr. was the site director for Site-92. Playing log now.
Dr. Kaufman, what reason do you have for your actions today? You were seen walking away from a massive containment breach without alerting security. I apologize. I must have forgotten. Forgotten? Dr. Kaufman, You are being swarmed by SCP-3994. I don't want to punish you for initiation of and deliberate failure to contain a breach. Hell, I don't even blame you for what happened. You just opened the door. But they were all over you, Kaufman. They trampled the guards and headed straight for escape. And you forgot? Again, I apologize. I only did what I could. Excuse me, Kaufman. You can't keep them here forever. They've taken the form of the dominant species on the planet, and they're damn near indestructible by our means of measurement. We haven't found them all. We don't know how many there are. You don't even know how they multiply. We're not here to discuss SCP-3994, Kaufman. We're here to keep an army trapped inside these concrete walls, and it won't do a thing in your favor, Doctor.
Like, hold the... Excuse me, can we get a different vote there? I vote that we get into what exactly he is saying. We're interviewing him, right? We gonna let him speak, right? So I would say let's play off of him. Him seemed to have some information that we all need to be privy to. Him trying to give it to you, but you won't know about some other stuff that probably ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But we gonna find out if he got something to do with something. But we need to know everything. Everything. So let the man speak. Or
they learn,
I don't
and
know.
they keep advancing. It's a simple concept. Buffers on their development will stop working. Sooner or later, there'll be enough instances on this godforsaken planet to teach them every language under the sun. They'll learn the games. They'll know that humans don't actually eat paste for breakfast or wear shoes on their hands like you so desperately want them to believe. Soon enough, they'll be walking and talking like any other person, and at the rate they're going, they'll outsmart us 1,000,000 to 1. They just keep going and going and going. You've wagered a hefty bet against the universe's greatest conqueror, Dr. And it's a bet you are going to lose.
Closing statement. Several hours following the interview, it was discovered that Dr. Kaufman had been on vacation for the past 2 weeks. Ugh, kind of Invasion of the Body Snatcher vibes there, huh? Anyway.
Yes.
I think that about does it for today. By the way, you like my new office? It's pretty cool, right? There's a little nod to my old office back there. Anyway, thank you all for listening, if indeed you still are, and you're all dismissed. Goodbye.
Peace. Alright, castmates. So that's the vigil. I'm gonna think about I'm gonna think about them for a minute, because it's like, wait a minute. So obviously, but like I said, it goes back to what I said though. You know what I'm saying? There are obviously, to be on this planet, you have to be. I mean, not necessarily have to be, but I'm trying to figure out the way that, you know what I'm saying, to really say it. It's like these avatars. The avatar, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever species that is, it requires an avatar to be here on this planet, just like a lot of things does. You know what I'm saying? Just like if it's physical, if it's in the physical form, then that you can consider that it's avatar, because there is a spiritual essence to it, a spiritual sense to it. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth, right? But as far as like this numerology, you know what I'm saying? These 7 interviews kept popping up, right? These things are definitely schemers. No depth. The dude was fault finding. I mean, they're crafty, they're cunning, deceitful. The recluse hermit, you know what I'm saying? They kind of stick in, you know what I'm saying, and learn what they can. So, I mean, and we got to be careful. I mean, not in a bad sense, right? So don't get it twisted, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying to fearmonger or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? There are different species, extraterrestrial, whatever you want to call them, amongst us, and that's just the truth of the matter, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of them are in what we call avatars, these bodies. See what I'm saying? And some of them here to experiencing things just like everybody else. Some things are here for other reasons, doing things for other purposes. The so-called conspiracy, alleged conspiracy, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But then there's other entities that are here, just on the low, just want to know what it is to work a job, want to know what it is to go bowling, want to know what it is to party. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's as above, so below. It's a lot of things going on this planet. That's one thing that makes the planet so important. You know what I'm saying? Tiamat. It makes her so important. But she is on the rise, and you know what I'm saying. So that's the ultimate goal, is to get the planet to rise in frequency and help her rise in frequency and help everybody on the planet rise in frequency. That's why I always salute those that's vibing high. You know what I mean? So don't bring bad vibes here. Please, just, you know what I'm saying? Say what you want, but let's keep all the extra, you know what I'm saying, the extra Heisman, you know what I'm saying? Wow, Heisman. Shit on somewhere, bro. And yeah, man, y'all keep y'all head on that swivel. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to keep yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally protected. You know what I'm saying? At all times. You know what I'm saying? At all times. Apparently, you feel me? I try to tell you. You know what I'm saying? At all times. Because you just got stuff out there that just likes to do stuff. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? This numerology, this works. You know what I'm saying? This science works. I say, you know what I'm saying, my opinion, you know what I'm saying, I think that, you know what I'm saying, it could definitely help people out in their lives, you know what I'm saying. So if you're interested in the science, you know what I'm saying, get into numerology, like, you know what I'm saying, just get into it, read up on it, do your own research, come to your own conclusion, you know what I'm saying, no pressure, because I'm not, you know what I mean. So it's just stuff that I get into, you know what I'm saying, I think about, and sometimes it helps along the way, you know what I'm saying, it helps remind, especially reminders, you feel me. So yeah. In the meantime, in between time, just know that I don't know what's normal about this human. I can't even call it human. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously it's not human. It's a different species. It's some type of extraterrestrial species that's in a human shell, and it's trying to mimic human things. And apparently, to this guy, it's looking for world domination. Every man. Why is everybody trying to conquer this planet? Why are y'all trying to take our planet, man? What's wrong with y'all? Why does everybody want to take our planet? Why? It's like, dang, all this cosmos out here, and y'all want to come here and take something. Why? The answers are soon to come. You know what I mean? We're going to find out. Just stay tuned. You know what I mean? Don't forget, it's a war for your mind. You know what I'm saying? Keep your energy, protect your energy. You know what I'm saying? But watch out for energy vampires. You know what I'm saying? The vampirism is real these days. You know what I'm saying? They everywhere. So y'all academics, y'all take care of yourselves out there. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for stopping by yet again. We will be back with another one. You already know what it is. I do not know where we're gonna be, but we're gonna be somewhere looking at these SCPs. You know what I'm saying? So peace, love to all of y'all. You know what I'm saying?